What's going on, y'all? All right, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be looking at these charts. I'm going to probably mark up these charts. Usually I trade during London session. London session starts around 3 a.m. for me. I usually trade London session and New York session as well, U.S. session as well. But I'm on these charts a little bit early. So, um, anyways, I like to mark up my charts early before the session starts anyway. So, but I'm also just chilling, hanging around, um, playing the game at the same time. So, but let me see if I'm actually live right now. Give me 1 second. But yeah, before I dive into this live and looking at these charts, if you guys want to copy my trades automatically over to your account, um, let me know. This is for futures. I'm switching my focus to futures because it's a lot better when it comes to trading than forex. But if you guys want to copy my exact trades automatically to your account, hands free, you can do that, and you can do that with any prop firm, any futures prop firm out there. So if you want to use a Top Step account, you want to use an Apex account, you want to use my funded futures account, you want to use Take Profit Trader prop firm, you want to use Bolinex, you want to use Elite Trader Fund. It doesn't matter, as long as it's a futures um, prop firm, or if it's a TraderVate live account. So, but like I said, let me double check real quick and see if I'm live, and then make sure if I can hear myself. Trade fund, it doesn't matter. Okay, I can hear myself. All right, cool. All right, let's get into it. Also, let me go to. I am in a trade right now. I'm in a Canadian dollar futures trade. Um, as you can see, right now we're negative $10 on all of my accounts. So that's another thing. That's what I'm doing too as well. I'm taking advantage of all of these prop firms, and with the platform that I have, I'm able to copy trade to multiple prop firms. I can copy trade to my funded futures. I can copy trade to Top Step, Elite Trader Funding, Bolinex, Take Profit Trader, Apex, all at the same time. So I can trade all of those prop firms all at the same time, placing the trades from TradingView. So every time I place a trade on TradingView, those same trades will be copied on all of my futures prop firm accounts. So if you guys are interested in me setting something like that up for you, just let me know. I got you. I'll get you set up. But literally, you can copy my trades. Every time I place a trade on my account, those same trades will be copied to your account automatically. All right. Let's look at the charts real quick and see what's going on. And also, if you guys want to contact me, just click the link in the description box below and message me on Telegram. All right. So we got Euro futures. Let's take a look at this one. We're creating, go to the 4 hour. All right. So we're creating lower lows and lower highs here. All right. I mean, this could be even a lower high right there. Let's check the daily. Daily price didn't close above this high here, so we are still bearish. So we're creating lower highs and lower lows. If I draw my Fibonacci retracement tool here, from here to here, let me bring that down to down here. Price came all the way up to the 88.6 Fibonacci retracement level. The 88.6 Fibonacci retracement is a reversal level, so price could reverse at that level. That's a strong level of reversal. Okay. So daily, we're bearish on the daily, and then we're bearish on the weekly. So weekly, daily, and the 4 hours bearish. Okay. All right. We're bearish. So we should be selling. We shouldn't be thinking about any buys right now because we're bearish. We're bearish on all time frames. We're bearish on the weekly. We're bearish on the daily. We're bearish on the 4 hours. So we should be only looking for sales. Okay. But let's go to the 5 minute. Let's see if we can. We got a sweep here. When it comes to this trade right here, I will want to see. Since I'm already in a trade, I'm not gonna take any more trades. But this is what I probably would look for. Let me see. Go to the 1 hour here. All right, so this is what I probably look for on the 5 minute. I'm not gonna take any trades because I'm already in trades right now. If you see right here, I'm already in 8 trades right now. Okay, so 8 trades right now because, like I said, I don't know if you guys watch my stories on Instagram, but basically, I'm trade copying to all of my prop firm accounts. Okay, so every time I place a trade on TradingView from TradingView, those same trades will be automatically copied to all of my prop firm accounts, and I can use multiple different prop firm accounts. I can copy trade. I could take a trade from TradingView and copy those trades from TradingView to my Elite Trader Funding account. I can have it traded to my Bottlenecks account, my Top Step, my Apex, my Funded Futures account, my Take Profit Trader. Like, it doesn't matter. I can copy trade from TradingView over to all of those prop firms at the same time. Okay. If you guys want me to set something up like this for you, just message me on Telegram and then I'll set this up for you. That way you can copy trade from, that way you can copy my trades automatically over to your account to multiple prop firms. Okay. What's up, Dre? That's a very big future prop firm to try with ease, simple rules. I like Top Step. Top Step is very simple. So if I was you, I recommend getting Top Step. So, but if you're gonna want to copy my trades to your account, get a Top Step Rhythmic account. Okay, don't get a Top Step TraderVate or a Top Step X account. To get a Top Step Rhythmic account, and then you'll be able to copy my trades that I place from TradingView over to your account automatically. Okay, so just message me on Telegram after this, and then I'll reach out to you and get you set up. But you will need a VPS. All right. The reason why you need a VPS is because you want to be trading on your own IP address. So that means with the software that I got, you're able to use your VPS, your IP address, at the same time while I'm copying trades from your account. So when you get those trades from my account, it will look like that you're trading from your IP address. Okay, so you won't get flagged at all when it comes to the IP address. Okay, so you're safe. All right, when it comes to copying my trades. All right, so just message me on Telegram. The link is in the description box below. But I am in a Canadian dollar trade right now at the moment. But let's go back to the charts here. All right, so this is Euro futures right now. What I'm looking at right now, this is Euro futures. Okay, so just a moment ago, I told you guys that the weekly time frame is bearish. All right, the daily time frame is bearish. All right, we're creating lower highs and lower lows, and I can even draw my Fibonacci retracement tool here. And as you can see, price came up to the 88.6 Fibonacci retracement level. That's a major reversal level. So price likes to reject these levels, the 88.6, the 78.6, the 61.8. Those levels are price reversal zones levels, and you can take your entries based off of those levels. Okay, if you guys want to also use the Fibonacci retracement, but that's the daily. The 4 hours, the 4 hours bearish, go creating lower highs and lower lows. So we should be all time frames is telling us that we should be selling. So we shouldn't be thinking about buying Euro futures unless it price shoots up and breaks the previous lower high. All right. The weekly, the daily, the 4 hour is telling us that we should be selling Euro futures. All right. So we shouldn't be buying. We shouldn't be looking for buys. But I like to take my entries on the 5 minute. Okay. I like to take my you know. So once I get a change of character here, like if once price breaks this level right here, it'll probably be like a change of character. And what I would like to happen is, if I were to take the trade, I'm not going to take this trade because I'm already in trades right now, but I would like to take the trade right there. Okay. And put my stop like right there above the Asian high. All right. And then I would probably take it down to that level here. That's if we get a change of character. Okay. Like I said, I'm not going to take this trade because I'm already in the trades right now. I'm in, let me see. I'm in 8 trades right now at the moment. Yeah. But let's take a look at another pair. Let's take a look at this pair here. So this is New Zealand dollar futures. Okay. So let's start from the weekly. Let's see what type of trend we're. I like to look at the weekly, the daily, and the 4 hour time frames to determine the trend of the market. Okay. Right now we're creating lower lows and lower highs right now on the weekly. So we're bearish on the weekly, and on the daily we are bullish. We're creating higher highs and higher lows, and then the 4 hour. I think we're bullish too as well. Well, no, we're bearish because we got a change of character here. But so we got mixed time frames, mixed trends. So when it's mixed trends like this, I like to have at least 2 time frames in sync. So I either like to have the 4 hour, the daily, going with the same trend, or the weekly, the daily going with the same trend. Okay. But let's skip that. Let's go to let's go to the Japanese yen futures. Okay, so let's start off the weekly. We are bearish. We're creating lower highs and lower lows. I even have my Fibonacci retracement tool here. So price came up to the 78.6 level here. And not only that, price came up to the 50 EMA moving average, and it rejected this area. So we got a rejection on the 50 moving average, and then we also got a rejection off of the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level. Okay, so that's what I call confluence, when you have more than one things coming together. So this is confluence. So since we are creating lower highs and lower lows, we should be looking for sales. But let's check out the daily though. But the daily should be bullish right now. So 4 hour. So the 4 hour is bearish, okay, at the moment, okay, because we was creating higher highs, higher lows, and then higher highs, and then we got a push to the downside and created a lower low, a lower high, a lower low. Then this area right here could be that potential lower high to go to the downside. Okay, so like when you're trading with the trend, it makes it so much easier. You don't want to go against the trend. You don't want to. If the market is telling you that you should be selling, you shouldn't be looking for buys. You want to go with the trend. And I know you guys heard that the phrase, "the trend is your friend." You want to trade with the trend, okay? And I like to look at the higher time frames to determine the trend of the market. the overall market. I like to look at the weekly. I like to look at the daily. I like to look at the 4 hour. Okay. So we're bearish on the 4 hour. And then also, like I said, we're bearish on the weekly. So we have at least 2 time frames in sync. The weekly is telling me that we should be selling. The 4 hours is telling that we should be selling. But the only thing that's not telling us that we should be selling is the daily. The daily is bullish because we're creating higher highs and higher lows. But like I said, I like to have at least minimum 2 time frames in sync. And the 4 hour and the weekly is in sync right now for sales. So me personally, I'm looking for sales. As long as price. As long as price. Let me delete this here. As long as price doesn't come up here and close, then I'm bearish. Okay, because price could come up here like this and then start going up into an uptrend. But if that doesn't happen, then my bias right now is sales. Okay, but let me delete that right now. Okay, so let's look at another pair, right? Well, let's look at the 5 minute. I like to take my entries on the 5 minute. So we'll see what happens. So once I get that change of character, so once price come down here, I'll get that change of character, or I think right here is that change of character, and then pull back. That's what I'm looking for, but I'm gonna wait for that to happen. Be patient on that one. Let's look at the Swiss franc. The Swiss franc. Let's look at the weekly. We're bearish. We're creating lower highs and lower lows. And then on the daily, we're creating higher highs and higher lows. And then the 4 hour, we're creating lower highs and lower lows. Okay, so like the same thing with the Japanese yen. We got the 4 hour bearish, and we got the weekly bearish and the daily bullish. Like I said, as long as you have at least 2 time frames in sync, then I go with that trend. All right, so I'm gonna go to the pound, British pound. Let's go on the weekly. Weekly, we're creating lower highs and lower lows. Okay. Daily, same thing. Like the other pairs that I just went over, we're creating higher highs and higher lows on the daily. And as you see, like most of these pairs that I'm showing you is against the dollar. So if the dollar is dropping, that means euro, New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen, Swiss franc, the pound, Australian, Canadian dollar are going up. If the dollar is going up, then the euro, the New Zealand dollar, the Japanese, the Swiss franc, the pound, the Australian dollar, the Canadian dollar are going down. Okay, vice versa. But we're creating higher highs and higher lows on the 4 hour. So we got the 4 hour and the daily going in sync. So we should be looking for buys on that until otherwise. And then let's look at and another thing. That's another thing I want to tell you guys too. Like if the equities are going up, that means the Canadian dollar, the Australian dollar, and there's one more. Canadian dollar, Australian dollar, and the New Zealand dollar are going up. All right. The equities in New Zealand, the Canadian dollar, and the Australian dollar likes to go with each other. Okay. So if anytime you see, ES or the Nasdaq or the Dow Jones are going up, then expect the Canadian dollar, the Australian dollar, and the Canadian dollar to be going with that with the Nasdaq and the Dow Jones and the ES. Okay, hope that makes sense. But if these pairs are going up, then best believe those pairs are going to go up because they have a phrase what is called risk on and risk off. All right, that's what it's called. Risk on and risk off. So when the equities are going up, like the equities, like the ES, the Nasdaq, the US 30, Dow Jones, when they're going up, that means risk is on because those pairs are risky investments. The Dow Jones, the Nasdaq, etc., are risky assets. So when those assets are going up, right, that means risk is on. Okay. Now, when the Nasdaq, the Dow Jones, and the ES are going down, right, that means it's risk off. Okay. So risk on, risk off. All right. So and we have the pairs. Let me see what it's called. Safe havens. Yeah, safe havens. So safe havens are the U.S. dollar, the Japanese yen, and the Swiss franc. Those are considered safe havens. Okay. Now, the pairs like Canadian dollar, the Australian dollar, and the Canadian dollar are risky assets. All right, those pairs are risky assets. Okay, the Canadian dollar, the Australian dollar, and the New Zealand dollar are risky investments. Okay, so They're always gonna go with the Nasdaq and the ES and the US 30 flow. It's always gonna go with that flow. So if you just know that, all right, when you're trading, the Canadian dollar or the Australian dollar or the New Zealand dollar, just check just check the pairs like the Nasdaq, the ES, the US 30, and see what direction they're going. Because whatever direction that's going, that's where the direction of the Canadian dollar, the Australian dollar, and the New Zealand dollar are going. Okay, that's just a tip right there. Gave you guys a good tip right there. So, so yeah, I'm looking at Australian dollar right now. So we're creating lower highs and lower lows on the Australian dollar. We're creating higher highs and higher lows on the daily, the 4 hour. We're creating higher high, higher low. Technically, we're bearish because we was at one point creating higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and then we created a lower low here, change the character. And now price is making that pullback. And as you can see, I have my Fibonacci retracement right here as well. You see, I have my retracement. This is how I draw my, this is how I use my Fibonacci retracement tool here. I start from the swing high to the swing low. Okay, swing high to the swing low. And then as you can see, price is at one of the reversal zones right here, the 78.6. All right, as you can see, price is kind of struggling to get past 78.6, but price might go to the 88.6, right, and then start coming down. So that's how I usually use the Fibonacci retracement tool. I like to wait for a price to make that pullback into like the 61.8 or the 78.6 or the 88.6 levels, and I like to take my entries off of those levels. Okay. Yeah, so I have a zone here, rejection, so price might spike up here past the 88.6 and then start coming down. So we could possibly look for sales anywhere, either at the 78.6 level or the 88.6 level. So we could be looking for sales on the Australian dollar, but we'll see. I just let the market tell me what they want to do. All right, do you want to go up or do you want to go down? I'm gonna ride the train with you. I'm gonna ride the trend. That's all I'm doing. Wherever direction is going, that's where I'm going. Okay. So I like this to have price show his hands. Like, show me what you want to do, and I'll go with you. Basically, that's how I treat the markets. All right. Let's take a look at let's take a look at ES right now. So right now, I don't know if you guys can see, I'm in a trade right now. I didn't tell you guys that, but I'm in a trade right now on my 150K account with Top Step, and as you can see, we're winning this trade right now at the moment, and this is micros. All right, this is ES micro. All right, that's why I got a 10 contract there. So let's take a look at the weekly here. All right, so right now we're creating higher highs and higher lows. We created a higher high, higher low here. Now, once this calendar, this is a weekly. Each calendar is week. It's a weekly. It takes a week for these calendars to close. So this calendar hasn't closed yet because the week hasn't ended yet. But we are in an uptrend. Okay, on ES daily, we are bullish. Okay, so as you can see, let me see. Yeah, we are bullish on the daily, and then the 4 hour. So yeah, we're going against the trend a little bit, and I'm going to show you the reason why I'm going with the trend. Going against the trend right now is because I'm going for a pullback. All right, really I should be going for something like this, maybe like a pullback to like that level. Maybe I'll change that level there. I'm going for a pullback, all right, based on the 5-minute chart here. So I want price to come down. I might even once price come down here to this level, once price come down here, I'm gonna break even. All right, once price come down here, I'm gonna break even, because the reason why I'm gonna break even is because price could come down here, right, and then go up. Because like I said, we are in an uptrend. The higher time frames is telling me that we are in an uptrend. So once price come down here, or even close to down this area right here, I'm gonna go ahead and break even. That way, if price turns around, then I won't lose anything. Okay. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So, but yeah, ES is definitely bullish. Same thing with NASDAQ. It's probably the same thing, bullish. Let me go to the micros. Yeah, I would say we're bullish right now. So that's why I'm in. Also, that's another thing too. That's why I'm also in sales right now, is because price has to come back down and make a pullback. All right, you know what I'm saying? Price has to come down and make a small pullback to continue to the upside. Okay, so that's why I'm in a sale on ES, and ES and NASDAQ mainly follow each other. So daily, we're bullish, creating higher highs and higher lows. 4 hour, we was creating higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and then we created a lower low. So technically right now at the moment we're bearish on the 4 hour. So what I like to do is I like to move my lines and change these, because we was in a bullish, we was creating higher highs and higher lows, but now since we got to push to the downside and broke the previous higher low, we now created a lower low. All right, so now we're going into a downtrend on the 4 hour time frame. So I'm going to create. So now we're creating lower highs and lower lows. I can even also draw my Fibonacci retracement tool here from the swing high to the swing low. And as you can see here, price almost came up to the 88.6 Fibonacci retracement level. That's a price reversal level. Like price can come up to any one of these levels, the 61.8, the 78.6, the 88.6, and it can reject these levels and head to the downside. Okay, and then in order for me to take this trade, I like to go to the 5-minute and execute the trades. Okay, but I'm not going to do anything right now at the moment because I want price to come down here break this zone and then come back up and make a pullback, and then we can ride it down to the downside for that for that for that potential daily pullback, for that potential daily higher low. Okay, because like I said, the daily right now, this is a straight line right now. The market just don't go straight up. All right, the market doesn't just go straight up. It has to make a pullback, so it has to make a potential higher low. We're in an uptrend, so we're expecting for price to come like that before it continued to the upside. Okay, and then let me see. When we break it down to 5 minutes, like when we look at the 4 hour, we're creating lower highs and lower lows. All right, and I have my Fibonacci retracement level. And then, like I said before, price can come up into any one of these levels and reverse and go ahead to the downside. So on the 5 minute, what I'm looking for is on the 5 minute, if I'm looking to get in a position on, this move here, I want price to come down and break this zone, this US session zone right here. I want price to break it and retest, and then if price is still showing me bearish movements, then I'll go ahead and get in a position for a sale. But if that doesn't happen, then I won't get in the trade. All right. Yeah, you can do this like you can, like, once you learn how to trade, you can trade anything. It doesn't matter what pair you're looking at. It doesn't matter. Once you know how to, mark up your charts, you know how to trade, you know how the market moves, you can trade anything. You can trade crypto, you can trade Forex, you can trade futures, you can trade options, stocks. Like, it doesn't matter. You can trade anything. All right, so this is natural gas. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how I mark up my charts. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clear this charts off. So the first thing that I do when it comes to marking up my charts, the first thing I do, I start off the weekly and see what type of trend we in. All right. So right now we are in a high, high, low, high, lower, low. We are in a downtrend. Okay. Why? Because if I draw my lines here, you'll see that's this level right here is the lower high. Right, that's the lower high, and then this level right here is the lower low. Okay, so we are in a downtrend on the weekly time frame. Okay, so let me just name this the lower low. All right, now price is coming up to a potential 78.6 88.6 Fibonacci retracement level. If we draw our Fibonacci retracement level here, boom, draw from the swing high to the swing low, you'll see that price is coming up to that 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level. So price could reject this level and then go to the downside, or price could come up here to the 88.6 Fibonacci retracement level, right? And to the head to the downside. So those two levels I will pay attention to. This is natural gas, so if you want to put this on a chart, it's NG1. NG1 is natural gas, okay? But those are two scenarios. But this is the weekly chart. You don't want to, you want to make sure you look at all time frames, like the daily, the 4 hour, and then you want to break it down to the 5 minute time frames. But that's what's going on right now on the weekly time frame. Let's go to the daily. Now the daily, are we bearish or are we bullish here? It was creating lower lows, lower high, lower low. Look like we are going bullish on, let's see, let's stretch it out here and see if this actually close. Right now we're still bearish. The day has, this right here is a new day. So once tomorrow at 5 p.m. or no, not tomorrow, but later on today at 5 p.m. Eastern, once this candle closes above this level right here, then we can say that we're bullish. But right now, the daily, we're bearish. Okay, and I'm gonna label this right here. we're bearish. So this is a lower high right there. And then this level down here, I will label it as a lower low. Okay, that's what I would do. I mean, there's a gap right here, so it's, you know, kind of messing things up a little bit. But I would name that the lower low there. Yeah, so let's go look at the 4 hour. So the 4 hour, we're definitely bullish on the 4 hour. So as you can see, yeah, we're bullish. What I could say, I could, now this is not a clean elbow. I like to look for clean elbows, but you know what? No, we're gonna make this right, this level right here, the lower, the higher high. Okay, that level right there, because right now this candle hasn't closed yet. This candle will close like later on today at 5 p.m. Eastern. So once that candle closes above here, then we can make that the higher high, and then we can potentially mark this low down here, the lower low, the higher low. But right now, this is the higher high. So I like to name that the higher high. Where my thing go at, man? Okay, there we go. All right, let me make that higher high, and then we'll mark this level down here, the lower low. Okay, I know that's a big gap right there, but you know, if we're going with if we're, you know, using market structure, this is what it is. So this is the higher low. Yeah, so, oh my gosh, what's going on here? I don't know why it's deleting my line. Okay, so that's my higher low.